Like if I start like just making like noises of pain, and I have to drop off. Any one of you can just pick up this and narrate how the suits win. It's fine. And yes, that was recorded, that one bit, and I'm not gonna delete it because I don't care. Hello to anyone watching this in the hindsight of the future. You're watching a game that was arranged through the Gauntlet. It is a community on the internet that gets together and plays tabletop role-playing games online. If I seem a bit manic, it's because it's been a while since I've done this. Damn you, canceled games and random bullshit of life. Anyway, enough about that. This is the finale. This is the grand finale of our Masks Quarterly. Started all the way back in June. No, May. Whoops. Started all the way back in May, now concluding here in July. 12 sessions of Masks using the Suit supplement. Masks by Brendan Conway, Power by the Apocalypse, Teenage Superheroes. Links down below. Check out all that. And also check out the Gauntlet at gauntlet-rpg.com. Check out all that cool stuff. So, the suits. We've made to the end. Let's do like a round call for characters of this batch, this group, one last time. And yeah, man, we should have worn suits. Oh well. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, so let's go to the order of the character keeper and introduce yourself, pronouns, and your character, and a cool thing about them. Just a cool thing about them. I don't care if it happened last session or it happened off screen. Just a cool thing about them because they're cool. So I'll start with Alan.
Hello, my name's Alan, he, him. I'm playing SULIT. His real name is Jamie Blonde. He's a Brit seconded to Aegis, and the coolest thing about him is the suit and the sunglasses.
He is terribly cool for having the two things that a random government agent would have. You know, it's totally unique to him. Up next.
It's not what you've got, it's the way you wear it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, up next, Sabine. Tell us about yourself and the Serenade of Thorns.
My name is Sabine. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing the Serenade of Thorns. They use they, them pronouns. And the coolest thing about them, aside from the fact that they're a murder cyborg implant thingy, is that they now have a murder sibling called the Nocturne of Whispers and have to be kind of the parental figure for them, which is weird, but also cool.
Yeah. Did not expect that to happen. Not at all. Up next, Rob, tell us about yourself and your character. A cool thing about them.
Hi, I'm Rob. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Kevin Ryback, who goes by the super name Loki. He is a teen genius delinquent. And cool thing about him, something recent. He played a mean keyboard.
I mean, it was more than just a mean keyboard. It was also you appealing to an emotionally unstable teenager who has, like, you know, phenomenal cosmic powers in the itty bitty teeny living space of a teenage girl. You got through her anyway. And last but not the least,
I did that too.
Yeah, that too, along with the keyboard. Last but not the least, Erez, tell us about yourself and your character.
My name is Erez. I'm dead tired. And my character is Michael. Is the most powerful thing on the ever. And the cool thing about him is that nobody knows, but he's totally gay. And that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. All right. So before we get into the game itself, talk about safety as always. Important conversation to have. Remind folks about our lines and veils. Lines are things that won't be crossed, won't show up in the fiction at all. Veils are things that can happen in the fiction, but you know, we're not going to concentrate on it. You know, we're just trying to decide or fast forward over it, so to speak. Like, it happened in the fiction, but again, camera kind of pans away from it. We use the X card here, which basically, if you do roll into a scene where folks are made uncomfortable for whatever reason, and any reason's fine, you can say you want to X card it, whether on screen or in the chat or on the roll for your party. I might ask some questions on what's being X carded, but no one gets the question if the card is played. If it's played, we roll back and try something else. And finally, we have an open door policy. If for whatever reason folks need to step away from the table, whether there's an emergency you need to take care of, or you're just more tired and you thought you need to you need to lie down and step away from the table, or you need to take a break for like 5 to 10 minutes, and that can be called at any time. We'll pause the game and just accommodate yourselves, and we do that at any time. All right, so a lot of stuff's happening. A lot of stuff has happened. It's been a momentous few days. But first, let's catch up with our good soldier, Jamie, who said we did not see last session, but has no doubt been busy.
So, shall I? I'll read the love letter.
Yeah, which the results are kind of the same. I just rewrote the opening paragraph very hastily. As I explained, Jamie is seconded to Aegis from Her Majesty's pursuivants in London, and the pursuivants have tasked me with working closely with Agent Famero's internal investigation into Aegis, given previous events in this series, with the ulterior motive of assessing whether the agency is salvageable from the suit's disaster. Amid your investigation, you uncover more about Aegis. Roll plus soldier, which is +2. So let's see how that goes. Oh, sorry, I didn't re-roll selected. Beg your pardon. Re-roll selected. 10, 11, 12. On 10 plus pick 2. Wow.
Okay, on 10 plus pick 2, you uncover intel about Prospect City's denizen, ask any question of the GM about the team's connection. You uncover intel about the suits, ask any question of the GM about your interdimensional enemies. I think it's probably fair for me to throw that one at the table, to be honest, because having missed last week, there may be some nugget of information that would help the team that Jamie can be the conduit to. And what's the other one? Training and insight to your mission has given you much needed experience. Take 2 potential. Validation, success leads to confidence. Immediately shift your label 2 times. Well, now, okay. Well, I think I will throw that question about the suits to the table, if that's okay with you, Leandro, because I think that's probably the fairest thing to do. Yeah, so somebody ask a question on my behalf.
I don't know if we just covered a lot about the suits last time, actually. I mean, the obvious question is, how do we get to the Papa or Mama suit? That would be
the bit I wasn't certain about from the game before last when I was here was these interdimensional observers that were observing Michael. Are they the suits or are they not the suits? Do we know?
I'll give that to you for free, because like that's a clarification sort of question. I think what kind of intimidated with the appearance of a familiar friend from last session is that those were not suits. They were anyone who can notice from different dimensions. And what kind of intimidated by what the shadow said last time is that these suit invasions, they're kind of like when a dog gets a parasite, that sort of thing. Now, some people will want to take care of the dog, and there are some incredibly cruel people. Actually, no, forget the dog. The dog's a bad. I don't want to hurt a dog. That's a bad analogy. A person gets a parasite. There we go.
Okay. Well, then I think the straightforward question is, what are the suits most vulnerable to? What's their vulnerability?
I think so. I think you get this through talking with Agent Famero, going through files, what they know about suits, and the thing you get is that if the suits were this powerful, horrific, interdimensional force, you'd think that it would be like a straight up, invasion, because that's what happens, And you know what the Tangi did? They just straight up invaded and just beat the shit out of people. And the suits kind of made themselves up to like this horrific invading force. Now some people might think, no, they're just playing smart, Why go through all that work and why should all go trouble of taking things head on? We can just infiltrate. But I think what you get is that the suits, well, there's a reason why they need to partner with other people. There's a reason why they need to like seduce people to their side, so to speak. And it's just that on their own, I mean, they're very beatable on their own. And I think you've noticed that, and your teammates have noticed that. You can beat them back individually. The more they're like exposed, the more they're like out in the open. They're
okay. No, that's helpful. And the other one I think I'll take. Success leads to confidence. Immediately shift your label 2 times. I think I will shift Savior down from 1 to 0 and Freak up from -1 to 0.
Ooh.
And then I think Mundane down to 0 and Freak up to 1, because I have a suspicion this may get a bit messy.
Some good suspicions there.
I don't know if you want to do it now, but I got a new move last time I played, and we agreed belong in 2 worlds. So while in touch with the pursuivants, you have resources that come with your station. Whenever you contact your people, roll plus superior on 10 plus hold 3, hold 2, on a must hold 1, but they want to do something. And then I can spend that at the time that I need to spend it on a piece of kit or a piece of knowledge in the move. So do you want me to get that out the way now, just so we know how many moves, how many holds to play with?
Yeah, sure. While we're doing this like bookkeeping.
Okay.
And I kind of like your contact. I kind of assumed your contact through the pursuivants is your cousin.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, Beth Blonde.
Yeah,
Who isn't blonde? I mean,
yeah, she's absolutely not from this picture. Also, she's kind of busy studying for her. Well, she's doing like this part-time course, and she really not want to be bothered with all this 007 MI6 bullshit, Jamie.
Okay, well, that's why this is only an 8 and not a 10, obviously. So I hold 2, and okay. I'll tell you what I do with that when the time comes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's quite exasperated about you. Okay. All right. So I think what I'm gonna ask is like what scene y'all want to see before things kick off, because things are about to kick off in a kind of a terrible way. I think we should go to where we left off last session with Kevin and quote unquote Harmonia. Wow, raising my arm hurts. That's weird. Yeah, so last time we saw you, Kevin, you standing face to face with a girl who looks a lot like Harmonia but clearly isn't. We'll exchange hellos. And I think at that moment, you hear a thunk from the kitchen, and if you turn around, you'll see that your mother's passed out.
I'm going to go check on her.
I think as you go, why am I even bothering? Eris follows you and just says like, "Oh, apologies. I hope the sedative wasn't too strong. I had hoped to have had this conversation in private. Yet your mother is
really necessary.
Sorry, your mother is terribly energetic. There didn't seem to be a time when she'd go to sleep of her own volition."
Yeah, well, I had to get that from somewhere, I suppose. So is this what kind of conversation is this going to be then?
I think she looks at you with like a blank face, and then she does something you probably don't expect, which is that she shrugs.
Hmm.
I've calculated many possibilities as to what this conversation could be. And yet, I confess I have no idea.
So it's been a little while. How have you been?
Confused? Yes, that's the honest thing to say. Confused. But not angry about it. This time I can't blame anyone. It is surprisingly easy to pin all of my problems on you, Kevin.
Well, I feel that was fair.
I believe the same.
Have you had any luck finding clarity?
No, not at all. I think she kind of looks down. Nothing about this is clear. Even the form I'm wearing is not clear. It is not mine. It is someone else's.
Someone you were close to?
Not as close as she would have liked. Yet I do miss her. In some way, I didn't miss you.
I've missed you too, but I've accepted that I need to let you figure things out for yourself.
She kind of looks up again and smiles and says, I'm glad to hear that from you. But it seems you need help in these times. Your mother worries about you.
It's kind of the job. But yeah, I've been confused too.
Do you not have clarity?
I don't think clarity is something that takes time for a lot of people. I think I'm not there yet.
She nods. She looks like she's assessing that sentence and is kind of stripping it apart for further clarity.
All I know is I need to finish the work that I started here, which is stopping. I don't know. I don't even know how much you know about what's going on.
I confess, I have been terribly self-obsessed of late.
Oh. There's some form of extra-dimensional hive mind entity that is parasitic in nature, feeds off of negative emotions of human beings. It's infiltrated. Is infiltrated Aegis.
I think she kind of looks at you again as if to assess what you just said, and then she says, "A threat to the human race, then."
Very much so.
I think she's thinking deeply and slowly for someone who can think really fast. For an AI. And then she says in a very deliberate manner, "Would you care for assistance then, Kevin?"
If you were willing to give it, I would be glad to have your help.
I may not have the directive you gave me, but do not think of this as just trying to find a word. As a remnant of that. No, this is help given to a friend.
I understand that. Thank you.
Yeah, there is an awkward moment again. I get the panel kind of like looking at the two of you, and then there's a big snore voice bubble cutting into the panel, and she says, "We should get your mother to bed."
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So fictionally, this is how I'm gonna get you all your sanctuary shit because you've got help now.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. So that goes off that night. So yeah, I want to see where the other two are before we start. I don't know, throwing asteroids at you. No, that's not what's gonna happen. Serenade. This is like.
I'm here.
What do you
Sorry.
call it? Yeah. No worries. This is probably the day after. What do you want? Oh, are you going off to meet Michael?
Yeah, I was actually waiting in front of his doorstep after I had found out everything I could be about him, and I'm waiting there. I'm good at waiting. I don't know when he'll return home. I suspect he will eventually.
Here's a question: Who did you drop the Nocturne off with? Or are they with you?
I think the Nocturne, I dropped them off with Enid or Agent Fumero. Agent Fumero is perfect. Yes.
You realize either of the two will be quite busy. They have jobs, you know. But no,
I don't. I don't understand the concept of having jobs, actually.
Oh, that's fair. I think, but they would have different ways of expressing their displeasure, but they'd still both. Either of them would have said, "Okay, fine." Probably Agent Ferrer probably needs to process like Nocturne into their. But I think she said Agent Ferrer promised you like, no, we're not putting them in a cell. As far as they know, they haven't really done anything. They just need to like
Yeah,
kind of put.
I thought we had agreed that they wouldn't get to go to Aegis or have to go to Aegis.
Oh no, they won't. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. When I meant processing, I just meant making them look like as if they. You know what? Maybe we'll talk about it later. I'll just keep them around. And
yes, I have to go now. Anyway.
Okay.
Be nice, Nocturne.
Nocturne's like, I'm very nice. I'm the nicest out of all of. Well, they probably were. Then again, you didn't know them. So yeah, you're lying in wait for Michael. Yeah. How much do we see of Michael's day to day?
He's
Do you
probably at
think?
home. I don't see him leaving home usually. Like he usually just
Oh,
stays
okay.
home unless he has something to do. So if
Uh-huh.
she's just waiting outside, if
Yeah.
they are waiting outside and not ringing the bell.
Oh, they totally ring the bell, of course. Yes, they're
Oh,
not waiting outside. They're ringing the bell and asking
Yeah.
if Michael's at home. So
Okay.
Yeah. I think who let's see what's the name of their what the individual names. Oh, I think it's Mia Miller who answers. And she says, "Hello. Who are you?"
hello, I am the Serenade of Foreigners. I want to speak to Michael.
We normally don't get visitors for my dear Michael. Do you mind if I ask what exactly you want from him?
I want to talk to him.
Interesting. Think she has one of her arms casually on the other outside of the door frame, and she's like,
Is that a fighting stance?
it's more of a she could be holding anything
Okay.
in that hand sort of stance.
She possessed by a suit? Can I feel that? I mean, I've seen lots of them by now.
Oh yeah, you can feel out with your implants. No, she's not possessed.
Okay, then I'm not throwing her across the room then.
Yeah. Look, I just wanna. If you want to talk to Michael, that means you've met Michael, right?
Yes, I have. And now I want to meet him again.
See, that's the thing. People who want to meet Michael again usually have something planned for that second meeting.
I have something planned for that second meeting. I want to talk to him. I have a question to ask.
Okay, and you hear you hear she puts her hand down and you hear a gun being holstered and she says, "All right, just be sure not to like ruin any of like the walls in this house if something happens." And she opens the door to let you in to this house.
I will endeavor not to ruin the walls of this house.
That's all I ask. Michael, you got a visitor.
Okay. They can come to the room.
And yeah, Mrs. Miller leads you, Serenade, to Michael's door.
Well, I will knock. I'm a polite person.
The door will open.
Very good. Pass it in.
I'm on my bed, just sitting, kind of.
Good, whatever it is of the day, afternoon, evening. Michael, I wanted to talk to you. And I'm standing quite some sort of attention almost, like with the hands crossed behind my back. So as to not appear threatening, but
Well, if you have a question, ask it.
This is more complex than a question. Or no, it is not, actually. I wanted to ask you, I have studied you. I have been to Aegis headquarters and read your file, just so you know. And you are very powerful, but I wonder what you mean to do with this power. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yes.
I don't know.
Apparently, but you should.
Well,
you have all this power and you are not using it for anything.
Well, I try to help. I try to do, super stuff.
That is very welcome. Why?
Seems right.
Very well.
Hmm?
I wonder if you have ever thought about learning to control your powers.
I've been learning to control my power since I was born. So,
Well,
yeah.
good. When I grew up, one of the other implant carriers was very strong, but he lacked in power. And you remind me of him a bit.
He lacked in what?
He lacked in control. He was very strong, but his power, he controlled much of what he could do, but it was all over the place.
Well, I don't think I lack control over my power, if that's what you mean. I mean, beyond.
Did you mean to destroy the house we were in?
Well, I guess not.
Well, then your power is all over the place and not in control.
Should I have left the suit inside her and just left?
No, of course not.
So should I have broken the house in order to get the suit out?
You should not have broken the house in order to get the suit out. There are easier ways to do that.
Are there?
Ways that will not destroy houses where people were in. We just got out.
How do you remove a suit easier?
Well, I have shouted one out of a person. I know that Kevin used the tuning knife to get one out of a person.
Wasn't it this person?
Yes, and it came back, and it might come back yet because it's still not there.
I totally assume there isn't a suit in that person.
There wasn't a suit in that person when we took it out. Later, there was a suit again in that person.
And I thought you just decided not to check.
We did check. Of course we checked.
Okay. So what do you want?
I want to take the fight to the suits. They are all connected, you know that.
I think I do. At least I think I felt it.
Well, they are all connected, and I think somewhere there has to be a center. And I know that Kevin is working at something that will take us there. And I think if you want to help, you might come with us.
Do you even want me to come with you?
I want to win this fight, and it would be easier with you and at your side. But the question is, what do you want? You have immense power. You can use it to, I don't know what you can do, actually, what the limit is. But you should figure out what you want to do it for. I mean, help people, that is because it's the right thing, sounds like, is that really what you want to do deep in your heart? Or is there other things that you want in your life to do, except for helping people? And
well, I don't know what I want to do. It's like, if you mean with my life. I'm 15. I'm not 80 and whatever. Yeah.
I am not 80 either. Well, that's complicated anyway. But neither part of me is 80.
and you know what you want?
I want to find out what that implant is. I want to know what it can do. I want to release it. I want to set it free. Also, I really want another coffee, and I want for my friends to be happy, and lots of things I want. I probably won't have all of them, but
Well, there are coffee shops around, so that should be an easy one.
you want to come with me? If it is not too much of an imposition.
Fine. Not that I will drink anything, but sure.
Why do you not drink coffee?
Because it's gross.
But you eat and drink, I assume.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I eat and drink. Not coffee. It's gross.
Okay, so what do you like to eat and drink? And I think we can cut the scene with the two of them going to the coffee shop.
Nice. Okay.
Also, I wonder about the answer.
Well, not to mull over. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're at the top of the hour, so we're gonna take a break. When we come back, I'm gonna start with Jamie because.
Can I just saw that Alan wrote down, and my brain isn't working properly. I should have wrote for Pierce the Mask. Of course, I should have. I really totally wanted to do that.
Sure. Yeah. We can retroactively. We'll do that now. Get that roll out of the way.
Makes
With
sense.
your big old -2.
With a big old eye.
It can never change.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I've got the 3, and I still get to ask the question, what are you afraid of?
Don't you have influence over me?
That'll still just get them to a 4.
Ah, okay. You might. I'm not sure. I think you might. I'm not sure though. What am I afraid of?
Yes. What are you afraid of?
What is Michael afraid of? Hurting people? Probably hurting important people.
Okay.
Like people that are important to him. Probably.
I'm so glad you gave me that after a fail. Let's just rolled. Thank you for giving that information. Anyway, let's take a break.
But no, okay. I get to ask the question. I have a move for that.
Yeah. You got to ask a question. That's perfectly fine, but you still failed. So
yeah.
I still have it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna like do a bit of a time skip. Maybe take a day or 2, unless you want to play out that bit of the cafe where shit can go down. Or maybe it could just be that day. Yeah. Actually, no, that's fine. I'm gonna start off with Jamie. We'll come into that. I want to know what he's doing, where he's at.
I mean, don't feel obliged to give me a scene. I got a scene at the start of the session, Leandro. I'm very happy.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the thing is, we've gone through everyone else, so it's your turn. So, and most of that scene was bookkeeping and rolling for moves and whatnot. So we'll open with you, and just take the spotlight, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes is good. It's always good to have a 10-minute break. So, BRB.
I was obviously sorry you had to cancel last week, but I did get a game of Tides of Gold out of it.
Oh yeah, no, Lowell was telling me about that on Thursday. So
Captain Leandro had a great time.
really, I heard he had a whale of a time. I'm gonna watch that because mini just to see how he fared. I'm sure he did swimmingly.
Well, as I'm telling everybody, I was really pleased to get to play it because I'm running it in 4 days.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm interested in these Forge in the Dark games. I would love to run a campaign of it, like Tides of Gold. It's a Forge in the Dark pirate game.
Yeah,
so-
I could only reference Sabine because I jumped in before she did. I could only reference her as an NPC. I'm sorry, but it was the thought that counts.
Yeah. All right. So let's say this is kind of the same day where Michael and Serenade were having a chat. I'm assuming Kevin and Eris probably didn't go to sleep and went back to work or something like that. But yeah, where do we see Jamie?
I think we see Jamie leaving his cousin Beth's apartment with a bit of a flea in his ear because he's been using her as a conduit to the pursuivants, and as we've discussed, she's pissed off. And so I think we probably see him departing with and putting in the back of his car, that rather flash car, 2 black molded black plastic cases, which are the things that he's been sent from home that may or may not be useful later in the game. And then I think probably he will go from there. I'm trying to think the last time he saw Serenade of Thorns was probably when he dropped her and her murder twin.
Them, sibling.
Sorry. At Enid's, is it Enid's flat?
Yeah, like expanded from apartment to a flat. Sure, that makes more sense.
And it does he? I can't remember if Jamie knows where Loki hangs out, because he's had this kind of base, hasn't he? But I can't remember where it is or whether we're still using that.
I think he moved to a new base, which is where the restitution is based. You can give him a call.
If you go to check in the arcade that I used to use, then you'll find all of the equipment has been taken away.
Fine. Well, then I will ring. I will telephone and try to get an idea where he is and what's going on.
So what do we see of Loki?
So Loki, I think, is currently welding some stuff. Like you see, maybe like you'd see a panel of him with welding mask on, and just the sparks in the window, and there's maybe like a speech bubble type thing from the side that is the phone ringing.
Is Eris there?
Probably.
Yeah.
And does she pick up the phone?
I think yes. I think she's on the Pixel phone. I think she's got like a lot of like drones kind of around her doing stuff. She's coordinating them to I don't know, just doing stuff. And she picks up the phone and says, "Hello, you've reached the mobile of Kevin Ryback."
It would be typical of Jamie just to assume that it's the answer machine. And so Jamie will say, hi, Kevin. Look, it's Jamie. I'm just getting back in touch. Dealt with all that stuff I had to get dealt with. Give me a call when you've got a moment. and then wait for, or maybe he's waiting for the beep.
I think Eris will let you say all that, and then just go to just let out a beep.
Who is this? Who is this, please? I'm checking the number.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when she lets out the beep, it is a proper like beep because she can do that.
Oh damn! Sorry, your machine's full. Get back to me when you can. Bye now.
Did you hear that, Kevin? Your machine is full.
Oh.
And she tosses you the phone.
Oh, damn. Sorry. Oh. What did he say?
I wasn't paying attention. She clearly was. I mean, she could clearly remember. She's got this smile on, which is just, she's smiling now. What's up with that?
Okay, I will call back.
Oh, that was quick. Sorry, message a bit rambling. Wasn't expecting to go to voicemail. Where are you? What's going on? The arcade's been stripped.
Yeah, I'm. I got a new place to work. I was actually gonna call you a bit later. I've got a thing I'm working on. Haven't finished it yet. But I am gonna need you and Serenade and maybe Michael to come over here later.
Okay. What time and where?
So I'll give them the address of the. I think it's an old warehouse sort of thing that we're using. If I remember correctly.
I think it's the old warehouse is the one. Well, don't worry, there was that performance. This is the old school.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a callback to January. This is where Freak was captured.
This isn't the school that we were supposed to fix up, was it?
Oh, this is the school that you were meant to fix up as well. Goddamn Prospect Academy. Ugh.
Yes.
Clearly,
see
get
previous issues of Prospect Academy.
Yeah.
And I think that last bit of conversation is in a speech bubble over a panel that is showing the inside of the boot of the car with these two formed plastic cases. And the last thing Jamie says is, "I've got some stuff to show you."
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay. See you later. I don't like it when other people are mysterious to me.
All right, so yeah, that could be like the end panel there. Oh, I think Eris responds with saying he seems nice. Okay, so here's a random question, Serenade. Do you have a communications device? I think we determined you had a phone. Yeah.
Yes, I have a smartphone, of course. Maybe I could try to integrate that into the implant, but that's plans for later.
Okay, so I think this could be as soon as like maybe you and Mike are leaving the Starbucks. You've had a nice chat about stuff, and you get a call, Serenade.
I will answer that. Well, who is the call from?
It says unknown number.
Well, then I will just answer it and see what the person on the other end says.
The Aria of Blades says, "Hey, Serenade. How are you doing?"
That is none of your concern. Please just utter your threat and then be done.
God, it's not. You're never the most fun one. And you killed all the fun ones.
I regret that immensely, but not for your sake.
No, because you probably could have killed me back then.
Yes.
I'm sure you're gonna try to kill me now after this next thing I'm about to pull.
Well, maybe don't pull it then. Just as a suggestion. You don't have to.
Oh, come on, Serenade. I know your suggestions are just thinly veiled threats.
No, they are not. You are my sibling, and I would rather have you alive than dead.
That's impressively noble of you. And sorry, you go.
Well, I have learned the cost of doing away with my siblings, and I do not like it.
Wonder why they taught you that lesson and didn't teach that to me. Because as far as I can see, you and the Nocturne, well, you're more like dead ends for the choir.
Possibly. But I am not a tool for the choir any longer. The implants are older than the choir. I do not know if you know this, but the implants are older than the choir has ever been. They are just misusing them.
Oh, and you figured out how to use them. You with your
Not yet.
vast knowledge, with your vast experience. Well, here's something you've had experience with. Kill codes. Remember those things?
I just kill the phone.
Okay, all right, so okay.
And then I'll call Agent Fumero and tell her that the Nocturne might have a kill code and that she should be extra careful.
Okay, you try to reach Agent Fumero. The keyword is try.
Damn. I start running. I think I might call on the run. I might call Jamie.
Hello, Serenade. How are you?
Not so very good. I think the Aria is up to no good. I think she might have activated the Nocturne's kill code. Agent Fumero isn't answering the phone, and I'm out of breath now. And I hang up again.
End panel. And then dash to the car. Goes the panel.
Yeah, so just to confirm, you left Michael behind when you ran off Serenade, right? Did you?
She suddenly left in a rush.
I think, but if we were in the, if I was with Michael, then I will totally tell him what's going on. Of course, I thought we weren't together anymore for some reason, but I will stand up and I will make the call to Jamie so Michael can hear that, and then I will look at him and ask him how fast he can get me to Agent Fumero.
Well, through the air it would be faster.
Can you get me there?
Sure. And you start floating, I assume? Unless I need to roll something for that. We both float.
I think what I want is to see how fast you'll get there. Like you can totally, make Serenade float and two of you can fly off. But I think the role I want, which is unleash your powers, is just to see how fast you'll do it.
Easy peasy. Freak, right? Yes.
Yep.
Let's roll. 11.
You are blisteringly fast. Oh yeah, I mean floating is fun, but flying, yeah, exactly. Try flying.
Yeah, I tell Serenade on the way. Oh, those kill codes, right? That when you told me to remove a ward from your brain, you might be able to remove those kill wards for good.
I would appreciate your help, but I really want to do it myself because it would require a reprogramming of the implant. I want to learn how to do that. But your help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Okay.
And I think cut back to the car. where voice-activated phone. Kevin, we appear to have a problem. On my way to Famero's now. Meet you there.
I think, yeah, we cut back to Kevin, and Eric just says, "Don't worry, we're on schedule. Go help your friends."
All right. Thank you. I'll be back as soon as I can. Yeah, I run it out the door.
That's fine. So yeah, I think we'll go through that order. I think definitely Michael and Serenade gets to Aegis headquarters first. Then Jamie will come in, and then Loki will be right up. I think when you see Aegis headquarters, which I've always imagined is like it is basically like the Shield headquarters from Winter Soldier, that Triskelion place. It's big glass and whatnot. You come close and you suddenly hear this like big Inception boong as smashing against the glass and just breaking through, and you hear again, just this harsh 8-tonal, music as it's just bongs, and now sadly no falling helicarriers, but you make it to the foyer, and that's where all the chaos is happening. There is a lot of like let's see, what does this look like? I think you just see lots of wreckage. The ground is kind of cracked all around. I think there is there's some screaming and yelling. There is like, I think what you notice is there's a surprising lack of like response. Like you go to the entrance and it's fairly empty except for like some people maybe huddled near the doorway. There's some emergency ambulances have come in, people giving each other first aid. You can hear the air almost like being snapped in two from inside the foyer, and you can hear again another Inception boong, and you can hear stone and walls start to crack.
I would like to ask my implant a question about a problem like this, because I think it might have an answer and might have faced this before, and that is, if one of the implants is infiltrated by alien power, how do I activate it to fight this power? Because I think Arya was in with the suits, and I want to use it to help her use the implant's power to fight that off.
What does this look like when you talk to your implant?
I think it's not actually all that visible, but what you can see usually the Serenade's eyes, they look like light pale cloudy blue, but when they start through the eyes, because that's really all that is. And maybe you see some of the filaments through their tattoo and through their skin, and then starts running. And these filaments are silver gray.
Okay, so rephrase the question again. What?
No, let me make this simpler. How can I use, or how would the implant go about finding other implants that are in a close vicinity?
I think the implant, in response to that question, what you're gonna have to do is to see, the implants were built to like create this symphony to come together into like this this one form. And no matter what sort of alien presence is on a person who has that implant, they're still singing their bit of the symphony. The symphony. So if you just like perform, so
Oh,
to speak.
cool.
You'll find them.
Okay, then I'll start humming.
Cool.
Not-
All right.
Not very loudly, but it's I think maybe Michael, maybe you have the ability to hear in more dimensions than 3. Then you notice that this hum is in more dimensions than 3.
Ooh.
If it's like there, sure. I'd probably like feel the vibrations. I could also roll for it,
No,
Ooh.
don't think.
like to increase my senses to see. We're looking for.
Since I think this is a Serenade's action, I'll make
Yeah.
them roll. But I'll get to you, Michael, in a minute.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think. What role should we be doing this? This is kind of an assess, or unless you want to like just find where they are without asking questions, in which case that's an unleash. Either way, you'll get a +1.
Is kind of a Okay, so I found my basic moves. I think assess seems fair. What do I roll this with? Superior. Oh, that's not what I'm good at. Superior. Oh wow, -1. Okay.
Well, you get
But
a
I get-
+1 because of
I get a +1 because okay. Then I have a 9. Nice.
9.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. One question.
Oh right. What question? Assess the situation. How could we best end this quickly?
Oh God.
I don't want my siblings to get hurt.
Okay. All right. Specify me this specific scenario or what's about to kick off.
This the scenario where my my sibling is in danger. The nocturne.
Okay. You are gonna want to concentrate on taking them out because they're kind of on the loose right now.
Okay.
Your kill code is activated. Take them out by any means necessary. Obviously, you're not going to go for the more permanent ways to take them out. Obviously, definitely, you just go straight for them.
Okay.
Take out their kill code. I mean, you know what it's like to have to be taken out.
Yeah, I
when
know.
your kill code.
Yeah, I know that. No Varga. Too bad.
Yeah.
I really want my Varga back. Okay.
So, I think, Michael, you're still there. I think during this time, where Serenade's been talking to the implant, definitely Jamie can show up, and Jamie, you drive with a. Does your vehicle have a name?
Doris.
Doris.
Doris
Okay.
the DBS. And I think given that the front window of the foyer has blown out, I think he screeches to a halt in the foyer.
Jesus.
It's only 3 steps up. I don't know whether there's a possibility that the address that Kevin gave me was on the way, because it'd be neat to arrive together.
Ooh. Yeah, because I want everyone here to be in the same place.
Fine. So a little bit like those early Batmans where we screech to a halt and the doors open in simultaneously and we jump out.
Nice.
And I think I want to assess the situation too.
Okay, so here's what happens. You kind of drive in front of Michael and Serenade. You
Oh no,
jump out.
that would be precipitous. Behind them.
Ooh, okay. Oh yes.
I don't want a car in the line of fire.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh yeah. So yeah, you drive into the foyer. You jump out. What you see is there's kind of like someone almost like sitting on like an invisible stool, legs crossed, and they're plucking what like an invisible harp. But every time they pluck something, a gust of wind bursts out from the invisible harp and starts smashing against like the wall or whatnot. It's smashing against like the other corridors leading into Aegis headquarters. You can hear like some yelling and some screaming. There's some small bits of gunfire but the Nocturne plucks again, and another gust of wind. So yeah, you got a moment to assess if you want.
No, I won't roll to assess. I will simply spend this action observing.
Ooh.
Because then I can call on my, before we get started, when you have time to closely observe your opposition. Training. Training is all.
Okay. So, low-key, you'll notice this is the same person who y'all fought at that church. Though this time there doesn't seem to be any suits around them. What do? We've got this moment.
I think I am actually assessing the situation. So,
Okay, cool. Roll plus superior.
okay. 4.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So let's see what do we do? Oh no, this is just gonna straight up like so yeah, from your vantage point, Michael and Serenade, yeah, you see Doris, DBS, Screechin, two of them pop out in, in cool positions, and like as soon as kind of they pop out, and you got this moment to assess. The Nocturne almost like lazily turns a hand and plucks like an invisible guitar string, and you're gonna take a powerful blow from me, Loki, because you're gonna like this like air bullet of a gut punch is gonna like smash into your chest.
Can I try to stop here at like the strings from playing, because they kind of seem like my strings?
Ooh.
Just hold them in any defend, basically. Like,
you want to defend?
I mean, stop them from like ringing all the time. Just hold the environment down, basically. But yeah, to defend people, basically. So
we'll get to that in a moment. Let's see what happens to poor Loki. I don't have any conditions. You should be fine. What you get?
10.
Well, now we might.
Okay, so you can either remove yourself, lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or two options from the 7 to 9, which is either lash out verbally, give ground, or mark 2 conditions.
I will give ground, and I will. What were the other options? I can't check my cheat sheet right now.
You give ground or you lash out verbally. Those are the other 2 7 to 9 choices.
Yeah, so I'm giving ground.
Struggle past the pain as well. Third one. Mark 2 conditions.
There are just no good choices in that list, are they? They're really good.
Yeah, I give ground and I mark 2 conditions because I don't see any reason to lash out verbally.
Cool. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean. Let me just remake this stat block. Okay, so yeah, so that hit smashes against you, and you're gonna smash into Doris. Sorry, Doris is gonna get a dent. And
Okay, I'm gonna feel guilty about that.
Okay, all right, there you go. Okay, what's your other condition you're taking?
Insecure, because I just got swatted like a bug.
Yeah, poor thing. Yeah, I think the Nocturne turns to like the 4 of you. And
I actually want to drop on her and attack her and not talk to her or anything, because we have to take her out now.
yeah. Well, the thing is, yeah, well, yeah. I'll let you in a moment. But the thing is, Rob chose to give the opposition ground, to give them opportunity. So they're gonna take this opportunity.
Cool.
And they turn around, and you can see it as well. Serenade. Their eyes are like blank. And when they next here's what they do. Instead of like plucking another string, they reach into their suit and pull out a baton, like a conductor's baton, and tiny like swish, and suddenly like the orchestra tunes up and the building cracks as if it's about to like collapse in itself. And I think here's the before I know you want to defend the building, Michael. Before we do that, we might as well. Actually, yeah, we might as well. You're facing a dangerous foe. I'm not saying this isn't gonna last that long. Like, they're not as powerful as they were when they were being possessed by a suit, but still. So we might as well go through that. This is my way to try and give you team before you have to go fight the big suit person. Not that there is a big suit person. Is there? I don't know. All right. So who's the leader? Oh, I'll go first. You add 2 because you've entered battle against a dangerous foe. Is there a leader here? This seems like Serenade again. Who's the leader?
Yeah, I can do that.
So.
Yeah, I want to lead that actually, because that's my sibling, and I don't want the other guys to kill her.
That's fine. Does the leader have influence over every teammate?
It's possible. I don't know. Let me see.
I think so. Yeah.
Do I have influence on Loki? I have. No, I don't have any influence on Michael. Sorry.
You're not.
You
No.
do?
You do.
I do.
On them?
Yeah.
Oh, on them.
them.
Yeah, then I have influence on lots of people, even people who aren't on the team.
Yeah, we're not here. One of them's on vacation.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So that's another team. To the pool. And what's the next question? Everyone have the same purpose in the fight. What's everyone's?
My purpose is to save the Nocturne, so I don't think so.
No, I'm not certain. Jamie will be interested in protecting the public here, I think, principally, whatever that takes.
Yeah, I just need one dissent. Oh, go on, Michael.
So listen, I'm just following Serenade's whatever she wants.
Yeah, okay. But I think there's enough difference there with Jamie's one. So you don't get that team. It's fine. It's fine. You've got all right team. Any team member mistrust the leader or the team?
Oh. Well, Michael just vanished, so.
Oh no. Oh, no,
Oh, there he is again. Cool.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Do I mistrust the leader?
What do you?
I don't trust the leader, but I don't distrust the leader. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna say then that's a you don't mistrust them, because you just said that. But no one mistrusts Serenade. At this point, who would mistrust Serenade? Your team ill-prepared or off balance? Kind of off balance.
Yeah, I think we've arrived in bits without a plan, haven't we?
Yeah. Okay.
And
so,
the car is already dented.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
nobody really told me what was going on.
I would have if I'd known, honest.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you got 2 teams. So let's start with you, Michael. You said you want to defend the building from cracking.
So Michael would look at Serenade and be, are you going to handle him? Her?
I'm going to handle them, and I'm dropping because you hold me physically, and I think I can just break your grip because unless you do something to keep me there.
Oh, if you want, I can just throw you harder at him.
No, I'm not made of steel. Just let me jump.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Michael, you want to defend the building? Is that what you said?
let's defend in this case because there's no one. Is there a person that needs defending?
There are like behind the Nocturne, there are like a bunch of people who are either like trying to like break through or it's kind of being knocked back. Oh, here's one. Actually, next to the Nocturne, it's kind of like is the not moving body of Agent Fomero.
Sure. Yeah. I'll just float down slowly from behind and start picking people out of the building and just like floating them away as fast as possible so they won't be in the danger area.
Cool. So yeah, sounds like a defend.
Do I want
Savior.
to burn?
Ooh, yeah, maybe you should.
I don't know if I want to burn.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. There is a bigger fight. This is kind of like
the
opening salvo.
No need to rush.
Savior.
7. Yeah.
All right. So in a hit, you keep them safe and you choose one. But on the 7 to 9, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, I need to open the moves. Defend. 17-1, it's cost you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Let's expose myself to danger. I'll be like close to the Nocturne, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will add the team to the pool.
Cool. Okay, so you expose yourself to danger. So here's what's going to happen. Yeah, you get close to the Nocturne, but I think the Nocturne is going to be busy dealing with whatever Serenade's going to do. So so you're getting people out of the building. You're doing fine. You're doing grand. And I think you get Agent Fomero out as well. I'll give you all that. She's still breathing. Okay, she's still fine. And I think, you because zoom in and there's probably some sort of fracas happening. But you're not gonna notice that because you're a superhero. But let's see, you chose again to expose yourself to danger. Okay, so I think the last person you grab is like this screaming, cowering woman who's like clinging very hard against you, and you kind of set her out on the outside.
Just to be clear, I'm not physically lifting anyone, just telekinetically floating them out of there.
Oh yeah, cool. So you're just kind of in a place. You're standing in a place while you're floating them out. Okay, that's weird.
Floating.
All right. Okay. So the Nocturne, is busy, and I think, the last person you floated is like, shivering, crying, screaming woman, who's like, she's shouting about how she only came here because her fiance is in a holding cell. Like, he didn't mean to turn into a mutated shark man. That just happened. And I think they get
boo-hoo.
I think you float them away, and suddenly you're looking at them as you're kind of making them float, and then suddenly they're not there. They're right behind you. And the Ariel Blade says, "Hi there, Beacon. Are you ready to let us all in?" And she is going to... You're exposed to danger. I'm not sure if that gives me ground to like just hit you with a powerful blow. But she's there right behind you. But no, she's got like her arms dangled around you.
I mean, if I get the choice, I'll burn and beat and throw her away with force. But and then you could give me if I fail or even if I succeed.
Okay, all right. Let's do that burn now. Then we'll cut to Serenade.
I'll do the burn and then okay. A burn is just plus condition, so that's +2. Ooh, it's gonna end badly. I have that feeling. Finally, no, it's 11.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You're doing fine. You don't even mark a condition. You're fine. You get 3 burn.
Like, I am a very dangerous person to attack like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look back as she's right behind me.
Yes. No, she's got her arms around you,
Oh, I kind
like
of
she's
look
giving you a
back
hug.
and I flick with my finger, like when you flick a little bag off you or something, and pow.
Which move is that?
I'm just
Right.
like attacking her, basically.
Okay.
So-
All right. Okay. Let's sort that out.
Sounds like
Yeah.
Reality Storm, I think.
I mean,
Destructive
No.
burst.
No, not yet. I'm not destroying everything around me, just throwing her for now. Just for now.
Okay. So it's a bit of a directly engaged then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I planned on. That's why I named it that way. 13.
Jesus. Oh, you're rolling terribly well. Maybe I should move to the other dice roller room.
Yes, please. I need some XP.
Which ones?
So resist or avoid the blows because I don't want to get any attacks.
Okay.
Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition by throwing them as far away from me as possible with just a flick. Pow.
Okay. So you flick them, and here's a weird thing that happens. You flick them, and they're thrown off. But when they get near the vicinity of the Nocturne, they just vanish. So speaking of the Nocturne, Serenade, you've chosen not to be flung. You've decided to fall on.
Yes, because flung, that might hurt me as well. I have all that amazing durability. I'm a very good fighter, so I think I can make a superhero landing, but not if I'm flung like a cannonball. But what I will do is I will engage the Nocturne in a sort of hand-to-hand fight because she's plucking these strings, and I don't want her to. So, yeah. Also, I want to take her out
Cool.
as quickly as possible.
That is a straight up directly engage.
Yes, it is. Let's see where that goes. Oh, that goes fairly well. I've got a 12.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're a master in hand to hand, and they're not.
Yeah.
Where do you use those strings?
So what I want to do, directly engage the threat. I think I don't want to be hit at that point, so I will resist their blows, and I will take something from them, which is the ability to do this kind of string plucky stuff that she likes doing.
Ooh, what does that look like when you take away that ability?
Yeah, well, it's mostly I'm built to destroy things, and broken fingers can heal, right? They totally can. I'm very sure they can. So what I'm actually doing is maybe just break the hands a little so she can't use them. She can move. Or no, wait, there are these pressure points, right? So I hit them so she can't. Their hands go numb, like the nerves aren't really reacting properly. So if you hit them right, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just hitting her in those pressure points, and then her fingers are like little floppy things, and they can use them.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think when you're doing your hand to hand, and they're trying to deflect, you're hitting them where it needs to be, and then suddenly like they try to they kind of push back, and again, very dead look in their eyes, and they try to summon back their harp thing, and it's just and their fingers just can't. And they look really confused about it. And I think in that confusion, do you remember that trick they showed you last session, the turning invisible thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they can do that for a lot of people. So kind of out of nowhere, I'm so sorry, Jamie, but from out of nowhere, you hear this sword shear through metal behind you.
Oh, if she's attacked Doris, this is serious. I would like to suggest that I've had time to closely observe my opposition before a fight. So I'd like to roll that move now, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Mobile Soldier. I will say this will only count for the Nocturne because you've not had time to absorb the
Okay.
Arya in this situation.
Then it's plus savior, so that's a +0 these days.
Ooh.
Hang on, here we go. So that's just a straight 6. Mark experience.
All right. So unfortunately,
Can you use a team?
ooh, maybe Loki can use a team to help.
Yeah, he owes me that for the paint job of the car.
Yeah, so Loki will like have some sort of tracking, like I think he was like tracking signals, like because the Arya we know is the Arya has a suit at this point, so be tracking suit energy, and it'd be like, whoa, over there.
Yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, that gets you a 7.
That gets to 7. So I hold 2 on that one for use. Though my guess is that Nocturne may be out of the fight soon, but never mind.
And they're still standing, and they still look completely like if once they get the feeling in their fingers again.
So I think probably there's no time for anything else but to blast Arya with the energy blast from the eyes. So it's unleash my powers. Roll plus freak.
Ooh, what is the effect you're going for?
I'm going to blow her across the room. I need to buy a bit of time.
Okay. Well, this sounds more like a directly engage. You're just going to straight up hit them unless that time is very important.
It is important to me because I need to get to the boot.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, geez, 7.
Wow.
So on 7 to 9, marking condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. Well, it is going to be temporary.
Yeah.
As long as it buys me enough time to get to the boot, I'm comfortable.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. If it's you said there were 2 things there, right?
2 things in the boot, yeah.
Yeah. If it's gonna be temporary, you're only gonna get 1 thing.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Grand. Yeah, that's grand. So yeah, you blast her away from your car and you scramble to the boot. You grab one of those things, but before you can grab the other one, again, I think she hurls an entire sword, and it's gonna skewer through the trunk and smash into the second thing. You're muted, Alan.
Elegantly pinning the second case in place. That's fine.
Yeah.
I only wanted the first one.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, so let's get a lay of the land before I get to Loki. So Serenade has engaged Nocturne. Michael has flicked away the Arya, who's gone off to fight other things. Jamie's car has been totaled. And I think Loki, you see the Arya kind of like marching up quite confidently at you. Well, you can see it behind the car. That's now just been kind of wrecked. And yeah, you can see again those mouthful of thorns kind of forming in her mouth.
So Loki has been carrying like a sort of satchel over his back, and he's got the usual like hoodie, sweatsuit sort of thing. And basically, he's going to pull the hood over, and just snap the front a bit. The hooded sweatshirt basically stiffens, like the material it's made of hardens. It's like some sort of nanofiber. Becomes like armor, and then like a sort of film comes across his face like this, and bursts with static like a screen, and then a sort of sticking out tongue emoji comes on the screen.
Oh my god. I think you hear a deep, long suffering sigh from Niaria as she pulls out another long sword from her sleeve.
And from the satchel, I pull out a sort of compound bow.
Fuck off. God. All right. I think we've reached the hour. Let's take a 5-minute break. We can end that moment, and then we'll see what your action is. Low key. Fucking Christ. All right. BRB back in 5.
I've just noticed a reminder from Lowell in the Slack that Google on Air, we're now counting down hours. What are you going to use, Leandro? Have you jumped yet?
No, I meant to like give Jitsi a try, but I had to cancel some games because of stuff. But yeah, I think Rich has been telling me about how Jitsi seems to be the way to go, at least for him. I mean, he seems to have having no problems. So I might jump to that.
Yeah, I couldn't get it to work for me last week, and so I used StreamYard for our Sunday game, and that worked. It's not perfect, but it did work. But I used OBS to stream just for the kind of meeting. So don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jitsi is a lot more comfortable to use than that thing StreamYard. But well, I guess if it doesn't work for you, then that's not an option.
Yeah, I'm going to try it next Wednesday. I've got a Knights Black Operators game, so I'm going to ask people to turn up a bit earlier as I did on Sunday.
Okay. Cool, we're all here. So let's cut back to Loki pulling out this fucking bow. And I think the Arya Blades cocks ahead, this composite bow, yeah, and she's like, in what fucking myth did Loki, the trickster god, have a fucking bow?
Oh, yeah, I'm not going by Loki anymore. Say, not so much of a trickster, well, a little bit, but really what I like to do is attack problems, so I'm more of a troubleshooter. And I fire the bow.
That's fair enough. Also, mark that drive off. Fucking troubleshooter. Yeah, this is... What are you trying to do? You just trying to hit her?
So I feel like he's using trick arrows. So in this particular instance, he's using a sonic arrow because, disrupt the, mess up the implant, sort of disrupt the song.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, cool. So that's directly engaged then.
Okay.
You want to disrupt the song? That's a good thing.
Okay. What's my danger at? Because that's
-1.
It is danger. Yeah,
yes.
-1. So that's a 7.
Cool. You still get 1.
Okay. So I will.
Which one?
Create an opportunity for my allies.
Wow.
Good call.
Okay. So yeah, I think you I think yeah. You shoot the sonic arrow and she's gonna like dismissively try to like swat at it with her sword, but because it's a sonic arrow, it's gonna, it's gonna unleash like a sonic boom. No, not a sonic boom. Just like a concussive wave, and that kind of like that makes her like clench as like this.
You're right behind her.
Give me a sec. Let me just finish it because he did not choose resist or avoid her blows. So let's go through this before you start trying to beat the shit out of her.
Does she have fictional positioning to be able to do that? He's got range, hasn't he?
Oh, true. She doesn't have range. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So Michael, you're gonna show up behind her?
Like I would just appear right behind her. She was holding me down, right? and kind of
Yeah.
tap on her shoulder.
Like she's trying to like not to dignify you by paying attention.
Did you ping me? And I'm trying to close her inside the box. For good.
For good.
And we know what happens next. And technically, I'll just spend burn mode. Spend 1 burn to create a barrier that will hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. She's stuck inside.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's my box attack.
Box attack. Okay, so I think no, she'll be neutralizing that box. It's just Serenade and Nocturne left. So Nocturne is like trying to like figure out their fingers again in a very clinical, like blank manner.
Well, yes, I will now try to. I will continue attacking her. What I want to do is just to, for a second, at least take the kill state from her, so she won't be there, and then this shouldn't be a problem anymore.
This is like a very twisted comfort and support.
No, it's not.
No,
It's absolutely just to directly engage an animal.
Yeah. Give me that roll.
Yeah, I have an 11. So
Jesus.
yeah, I'm taking this this kill code state from her.
Mm-hmm.
What that look and I have another one.
Yeah.
Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. I like the idea that this surprises the opposition because they thought they had her. And now they don't.
I mean, if they want. Oh, go on.
What it looks like is that she's looking at her fingers, and I'm just I'm just attacking her with her stiff fingers right to some pressure point in her neck, and then you can really see the eyes roll up and some sort of kind of what's the thing? Cramp run through her entire body, and then the terrible, when she looks up again, this terrible blankness is gone, and she's just a Nocturne anymore again.
Yeah, I think they're gonna say like Serenade, and then they're gonna pass out into your arms.
Okay, I won't drop them. I'll just let her glide to the ground because right now we have other problems. So she seems fine. Her fingers will recover.
Sure. Yeah. So for a moment, the world calms down. Jamie, you've got your thing, so your car is wrecked.
No. We cut to the lid going back down.
Oh shit!
Never got to use it. Didn't spend a hold.
Well, it's not over.
The joy of this is that whatever comes out of the box is what I need. So we haven't seen the contents of the box yet.
Nope. No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So we've got this box now, the 4 of you, and things calm down.
Well, we have Arya inside a telekinetic box right now with a suit inside her, right?
Yeah, that's the box I'm in.
Yeah, I would look at Troubleshooter. Serenade said you have a safer way to remove suits.
Safer? No, but it works.
Safer than breaking this whole place down.
I pull out the knife.
Okay. All right. How do you? So yeah, you pull out the knife.
Unless she's fighting somehow, I'll bring down. I assume I'll have to take one more burn first. To keep her down.
Yeah, I think she's. Can you see into the box?
Sure. It's just a telekinetic box.
Okay, yeah.
I think there are lots of strings of purple, but
she's Yeah, she's kind of like she's kind of in a fetal position, arms around her legs, and she's looking at y'all with murderous intent.
I smile. Haha. As I lower the box down from wherever she was towards Troubleshooter and make a tiny little hole so I could fit the knife in.
I'm not gonna lie, this is totally gonna hurt. So I'm not gonna hit her, because we established before that I can just use the knife as like a, conceptually, like to tune things from a distance. So I just I stick the knife through the hole, but not stabbing her directly, and twist it. Trying to find the right frequency.
Okay. Well, something's going to happen.
Oh.
Okay, so last time you stuck this tuning knife into someone, it was just a regular person.
It's not a sonic screwdriver, it's a sonic knife.
Okay, I'd say the tuning knife. That's oh, I see the chat. Okay. Yeah, so last time you stuck this knife into someone to burn out the suit, it was a regular person. Agent Sunday, for all her many faults, was a regular person. This is someone who has like an implant in her.
Can I help?
Yeah,
Because
actually,
I know implant stuff.
there is something is going to happen, but I guess I need a roll from Troubleshooter. Hey, to see what your precision will be once this happens.
I seeing that there is anything going to happen to this box, I think we'll see Jamie just raising the lid of one of the cases.
Just in case. Okay, so Troubleshooter, I need you to roll a I think this is a directly engaged because you're directly engaging the suits now. Tuning thing. You don't have a moment of truth to hide behind stabbing someone this time.
4 + 2 is still a 6.
That means I can help you.
Team.
Yeah, because as I said, I will be next to you and I will kind of adjust the frequencies that they will take the implant into account. Because this is not, no, you can't do that right there.
Okay, yeah, that gets you 7 to 9. Pick one.
Take something from them.
What are you taking from them?
Suit.
Oh, you can do that. Sure. But here's what's going to happen. Once you find the right frequency, she convulses and opens her mouth, and through that hole, you hear her scream. And the scream, even though it's just coming out from this tiny hole, it fills this foyer. It just fills it, and I don't know how you perfectly pitch a scream, but this scream is as perfectly pitched as could be. It's almost like an opera. It's almost like an aria, so to speak. And I think the scream goes on for probably longer than, for what seems like a long time, but probably not. But then, Serenade, you feel it resonate. Oh no, this is more than just a powerful blow. This is something I had planned if a tuning knife ever came to contact with an implant carrier. The note that she screams kind of, it resonates with something, and Serenade, you can feel it like it's reaching out to something, some sort of signal across dimensions. Michael, you can feel it kind of pierce through the folds of different dimensions, and the floor gives out. Oh,
Can I punch at her throat through the hole? Because she needs to shut up.
oh, you can do that. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah, you punch her and shuts up, but it's a bit late. Unless,
It might be.
Yeah, sure, but I still do it because
Just for the heck of it.
no, I still think she needs to shut up. She's misusing her implant. I don't think it likes that.
yeah.
You guys said it's safer.
Yeah, so the floor gives out. 4 of you start falling. Well,
Aha!
including actually not just the 4 of you, the Nocturne, the unconscious Nocturne, and the Arya in the box. You all start to fall, and I think you fall down into like this you fall what seems to be like this tunnel made of images, made of so many confused, chaotic images, and they all seem to come from so many different places, so many different worlds, so many different dimensions. There's like random snapshots of like, oh, there's a group of amoeba people, and they're all just standing around. There's this group of like rabbit people, and they're all just standing around. There's a group of like bird people, and they're all just standing around. There's like these tentacled warriors, and they're all just standing around. All these so many worlds, and they're all just standing around. And then I think the more you fall through this tunnel, and it feels like falling, even though, yeah, you could totally float, Michael, but it feels like you're kind of being dragged by this gravity. All the images start to like become like, they start to become more familiar in the sense that they all seem to come from like Earth, and you can see like images of Prospect City, of people inside Aegis. There's like a shot of this gangster trying to beat up these teenage superheroes in the scrapyard. There's a shot of just like, I did not get to claim as many victims as I would have liked, so there's not many shots I could pull from, but there's one, and yeah, just random shots of like what people saw all over Prospect City. There was once a very thorny spaceship who ruled over the city. There was a very shitty prom where a teacher was punched. There was a fight at the general store and a petrol station between gangsters and robots. That did totally happen. There was a spaceship that ripped apart a warehouse and sent forth this spiky monstrosity. Just so many like different shots and different people and different heroes and whatnot. And the 4 of you land with a wet thud on something, and the world around you is dark. Like the tunnel kind of spat you out.
Can you hold her down? I say as I take the box. If Ara is still with us, and I think she was, the box around her kind of melts away and goes around us in a big bubble. This time to defend rather than to hold something.
With her on the inside or the outside?
Her on the inside. That's why I said. I assume you guys can hold her, and I protect us from all directions. And that's the last burn for now.
Okay.
What can we see? Go on.
I would like to take out the Arya. I mean, I was in front of her. I know where she is.
Oh no, your punch knocked her out. Don't worry.
Good. Oh, cool. Then we can hold her. Totally hold her.
Can I ask, Troubleshooter, what were you working on before you got here?
I was working on I was working on a portal to get to the suit's dimension and some protective gear to wear while we were there.
I think you get a communique into your suit. It's crappy. It's like there's a small signal, and you hear a very admonishing tone going, "Kevin, jumped the gun a bit, didn't you?"
Yeah, we're gonna have to improvise. Can you send the packages through?
I can do the packages now, but getting you out will take a little while. This portal is not calibrated yet for all of you to get out.
Okay. Just send the packages for now and stand by for a mega protocol.
Okay. If you're sure about that. Go on, Jamie.
Presumably Doris has fallen through this hole as well, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, the pieces of Doris.
Yeah. So I'll retrieve the 2 cases.
Okay. I think the portal blinks open kind of like where you are, Kevin, Troubleshooter. And yeah, it shoots out a couple packages. And the portal blinks out.
While they're all doing their thing, I would like to assess the situation. I mean, I don't see much, but I have other senses, or the implant does. And
Okay.
I would like to assess what is accessible. Yes.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
roll plus-
I'm doing that with plus superior again. I hate superior.
I'll help if need be by
Okay.
opening my own emotion and stuff.
You got 2 teams. So.
Yeah, I would appreciate the help because I'm not that sensible. So we have 2 team, and then I'll use 1 to get this up to 7.
Oh, so yeah, I also close my eyes and open my mind to sense what's around us. And because everything was musical, we're probably a little like telepathically connected right now with all the music. So she probably senses what I sense, and I sense what she senses. So
Cool. So assess the situation. What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? I kind of assume that's us. Who here is most vulnerable to me? Yeah, probably the Aria and the Nocturne. How could we best end this quickly? I mean, the biggest threat probably is something out there, but what do you think, Michael? Biggest threat, or how can we end this quickly? What do we want to know?
It would be good to know the nature of the threat. I mean,
Yes.
we
Okay.
know it's out there.
yeah,
Yeah, biggest threat then. Biggest threat.
Okay.
Unless that's Michael, but I hope we get another answer.
Okay. So here's the thing you should have noticed about the floor you were on. It's made of faces. Floor is made of faces. They're all not. They don't have any like expressions. They're just faces. And you can extend your senses out, and it feels like it feels like a light sort of extends from where you all, and it kind of illuminates the floor, which again is more faces, and then it hits the the wall, which is again it is kind of more faces, but these ones are moving. It's like it's less of like a wall and more like a it's like how would I describe this? Imagine soup, like alphabet soup, and there's like a lot of letters floating on the surface of this soup. The wall is kind of like that, except the letters are faces, and they're kind of floating in. They're kind of like jostling with each other in this wall as it kind of like the world illuminates around you. And yeah, you're kind of in this like big cylindrical room, and this big cylindrical churning room. Like there's a wall of face, and when you reach up there, you can see that the top of the wall is kind of like, it's a horrific mishmash of like more images and faces and what could have been in other dimensions, and just different just like just things that the suit has taken, memories, ideas, people. That's kind of what you get.
Are these images or are these physical objects?
In this
Or
dimension,
doesn't it matter here?
I don't think it matters here in this dimension. And
What about that as a threat?
yeah, I'm getting there. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up in the in the narration. Photo. So yeah, and you can see you can see like the tunnel you came from, that swirling mass of images and whatnot, and you can kind of see, if you peer, there is like a bit of light coming from the tunnel, and you can see that Aegis is the Aegis headquarters is up there, kind of. And then you hear like a chorus of voices, because there's so many, they all bled into one scratchy, horrible sort of whisper. It's a familiar whisper, because of all the people who first faced them, that was you, Serenade. And yeah, the walls talk, and it says, "You are in our world now. What can you hope to do?"
Win.
Chorus of laughs again, horrible phlegmy laugh. And go on, Troubleshooter, you want to do something?
So I'm pulling out the stuff from the cases.
Nice.
And they're basically, they look like neck brace sort of things. And I take the hood down, and I deactivate the nano armor, and around my head, and put it around, and it basically just sort of unfolds into like a sort of spacesuit-ish helmet.
But
like old sci-fi style, almost like a bubble. Yeah.
What does it do?
It's to protect against the suit signal.
I don't think I'll wear one.
Yeah, I pass one of these to everybody. Like
Yeah.
I've got one for.
Won't this block my ability to fight them? Mentally?
What do you think, Leandro?
I don't know.
No, it'll block the suit signal, but it won't stop Michael's own powers from coming out.
It would be cool if we had to make choices, though.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Choices would be good.
We do have to make choices with 2 unconscious people here, and I think we only have 4 colors, right?
Yes.
I
think. And those 2 are already with suits in the past, so they shouldn't get them again. Yeah, I don't want this anyway. I have a fear. I fear it might mess up with my powers.
So yeah, maybe put it on the Nocturne.
Yes, just to keep them safe.
You can decide later on the aria.
Yeah, the Arya is in with them voluntarily. The Arya made their choice, her choice. The Arya is female.
Yeah. Guys, we're in here. What was the plan?
I think the laughter stops and says, "Yes. What's your gallant plan? What's your brilliant plan? Would you please wow us?"
So I want to use some, I have like my D3 scanner.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and use that to maybe try and locate a sort of nerve cluster, like the central nerve cluster sort of thing of this entity.
Ooh, okay, all right. Yeah, that sounds like a bit of an assess. I think because you have your scanner, I'll give you a +1 for that, just to be nice.
Okay. All right, so that's 11.
Okay. So you got a couple questions.
What here is most vulnerable to me?
Okay. So what you've noticed about the suits is that not only are they kind of horrible to look at, they're also seriously arrogant. So here's what's going to happen. The wall, there's a part of the wall starts walking out off the wall. It's like this like big putty man starts kind of like branching off from the wall. It's like sticky, like just coming off the wall. And you hear again the whispers go, "Would you like a target? Would you like something for your big super heroic fist to hit upon?" As this like man of faces kind of starts forming into a big old suit. With
How could we best end this quickly?
I think the main thing I think that you know is that the suit's control, or at least their connection to Earth, is almost gone. This was their last ditch attempt, and they've earmarked the 4 of you to be eliminated for sure. Give me a sec. So if you knock out like this cluster, this nerve cluster, you should be fine. This should be it. Like, just aim at the thing.
Smart boy. If you don't have an actual plan, I can try to close the portal.
No, there's a plan. Point at the nerve cluster person thingy. Kill it until it's dead.
Kill it till it's dead.
Yep.
That's the big plan.
Good enough
That's
for
the central
Jamie.
nervous system. We take that down, they will retreat from our dimension completely.
Good enough for Jamie. Glasses up. Zap.
All right. So I think this sounds like entering battle with a dangerous foe. Actually, since I've lost track of what time we started and what hours up and whatnot, let's take a break for a moment.
We kicked off 30 minutes early at 7, so it would be 10:30 to get us 3.5 hours.
Okay, cool.
But you know, if it takes less time than that, Leandro, it takes less time than that. There's no.
Yeah, it might. All right, yeah, let's just power through unless folks need to like. Actually, I do need probably take like a bit of a bar break. It's like 5 minutes, and then we get into this fight. See how you do.
Hey, sorry, can you hear me, Eris? No. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
always here.
No, she's really old. She's 82, I think.
Oh.
And she didn't drink enough, and then she collapsed, and my dad called the ambulance, and now she's in a hospital, and she's getting taken care of, but she's pretty old. She had several aneurysms and severe dementia, so it's not good.
Oh.
And I was a bit panicked because my dad never calls me. Usually I call him and that's that, but when he calls, then that means something is really wrong.
Yeah. Sounds like the call you don't want to get.
Yes, yes.
Well, at least it wasn't the call you don't want to get. It's just the aggression.
Yes, well, it's just well, she's in the hospital now, and they're taking care. My father has very good insurance, so it's not
good.
That's not a problem because you can get basic care and stuff and all that without good insurance. But if you have good insurance, you get better care. You have 2 bedrooms instead of 3 and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if she'll be okay because she is, as I said, very old and not very fit. But maybe this will make my dad finally consider putting her in a nursing home.
Oh, she's alone most of the time?
No, she's with my dad, but he's 87 and.
Oh, older.
Just heads up, we're still broadcasting, Sabine. I don't know.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah.
No. I mean, I just didn't want you to say stuff you didn't want to.
Yeah, my dad wouldn't understand it anyway. So.
Because it's in English.
It's in English, yes.
Ah,
I mean, he speaks of English, but not good enough to follow me in a conversation.
Oh, okay. No, I think it like just if you don't want to share like online and stuff.
No, just, okay.
So you know we're live.
No, that's good. Thank you, Alan. That was very considerate. I mean, I don't mind because it's a pretty common situation, I guess, when you have old parents.
Yeah, sadly.
They're not in the neighborhood, Alan. They're well, yeah. But I'm back, and what's going on with our heroes?
Oh yeah, we just took a break because we were about to get into the final boss fight, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Troubleshooter plan has been discovered.
What is it?
Kill it till it's dead.
Yeah, so there's now a giant suit thing formed out of the walls because this dimension has graciously decided to give y'all a target because it's trying to play nice. So before we get, go on.
Thing is about Troubleshooter's plan is like it was basically attack it, but know where to attack it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so before we get into fighting, because I know Jamie has decided to shoot it with his laser beams, you've entered battle against a dangerous foe. Let's go through that again. All right, so add 2 to the team pool. So have 4. Great. Who's the leader this time?
Troubleshooter.
Troubleshooter.
Yep, that sounds right. Does the leader have influence over every teammate?
Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I have influence over Michael.
Oh, you don't. He has on you. Oh yeah, because he removed it. Because he saw your some of your worst memory. Well, yeah. So everyone have the same purpose in the fight.
Kill it till it's dead.
Well, you close the portal, or at least close their ability to attack us, because I don't think we're gonna kill them all.
Kill it till it's dead.
I'd say that's close enough because closing the portal will involve killing this thing until it's dead.
Okay.
Unless you want to try to close the portal by yourself, in which case, fine. But that means
we'll see how this goes.
Kill it till it's dead.
I'll give you that.
That's the plan.
Stop those fucking invaders.
That's fair enough.
Whether we get back is a secondary question.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would like for the Nocturne to get back, please. But let's first kill, then rescue.
Okay, let's see how you will do. Any team member mistrust the leader or the team?
Nope.
Nah, I don't think so. You don't like Troubleshooter. Are you ill prepared or off balance? You kind of didn't expect this.
Yeah, I think we're probably slightly disorientated.
Slightly, but we like
This is not the
Troubleshooter
careful,
has-
controlled entry I was hoping for.
Yeah, but he has prepared for something like this, basically. Like he might
And I
know
think-
something.
And I think Doris's the things that were in Doris's boot are still with us.
They are.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll be nice because look at the stats of this thing.
Yeah, just because it's a surprise doesn't mean we're unprepared.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you all still got Troubleshooter's packages and all that, and there is a chance of an escape if Eris can calibrate this portal in time. But that would depend on a lot of things. So okay. So big giant suit thing. Its head is made out of faces. It's made out of I've already described this. I've used this trick before. It's made out of
I
faces.
hit it with the eye beams.
Okay, all right, directly engaged. All right, jeez. Directly engaged then, my dear.
That's a 10.
Oh my gosh. Pick two.
Shall we say resist or avoid their blows and create an opportunity for my allies?
Cool. Okay, so here's what this looks like. So you shoot your freaking laser beams in his face. In its face? Yeah, of course. And because it was about to like come and like grab y'all in one hand, but I think your laser beams just shoot through its hand into its face, and it's gonna get knocked back a bit. Let me just mark a condition here, and your blast starts steering off chunks of it, and those chunks start to fall on the ground. And if you had not taken the give the eyes opportunity, they would be swarming you. But those chunks fall on the ground, they start forming into people. But they're taking their time forming into people. So allies have a bit of a chance. Meanwhile, your beings have kind of knocked it back and it's going as it's slowly reforming. Let me just look at these villain moves. What the hell did I mark off? Oh, here we go. Yeah, and I think what it does is that it kind of like plunges its hand to the ground, and it kind of lets off this ripple on the ground that kind of makes y'all, it kind of jumps you up in the air, and suddenly the floor starts to reform with like all these like, it starts to become hilly and bumpy, and the chunks of things that are the chunks of the suit that are turning into people are kind of jostled around. But anyone has a chance to, like, as it's kind of like busy trying to reform the environment around y'all. Who wants to take that shot?
I would like to look at Michael and ask him where should I hit it.
Michael?
Let's open up some places. And I'll start floating up, and I want to rip it into pieces. As many pieces as possible to see the soft parts inside. Just go like crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I'm preparing then for the follow-up to punch it where it really hurts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that is this could be either unleash or direct engage, but since you're what's your main goal? To just
I think direct engage might fit because take something from them, their layers to show the inside or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's like maybe there's a soft part inside, and I basically just kind of use my fingers and start moving them in weird ways because and with the poop face and everything that all superheroes always do. And start ripping it into pieces telekinetically, telepathically, any way I can. And I will roll with danger because I'm not burning right now at all.
Nope.
And I don't need to. Ooh, it's a 5.
Wow.
If 2 people help, then
Yeah,
it can be a 7.
Jamie will jump at it in an attempt to nudge it into his field of focus. Spend a team point.
Okay.
That's 1. That's 6.
Someone
Yeah,
just-
well, I'll help too, because when you're ripping, where you're ripping, I'm hitting, and that should help distract it from whatever you're trying to do.
And that's a 7.
All right.
See?
Pick one.
I want to take from them their like I want to take as much of their power away, like their ability to keep reforming.
Okay, so I think what that looks like is that you're keeping it off like the walls. So like as you're kind of tearing it
Floating,
apart,
yeah.
you're throwing it off balance. And I think it kind of brings up its arm to your direction.
Oh, maybe I'm making it float in the air, so it's not connected to the rest anymore. So it
Yeah.
can't reform.
Yeah. You're floating in the air as well, right?
Yeah, I would like everyone to float if I could do that as well in the meantime.
Yeah.
No,
we'll
I
do
guess
that later.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that later because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me just mark another condition here. You're doing fine. You're all doing fine. Actually,
I did not resist.
you did not resist. So here's what's gonna
And
happen.
yeah, and I do not wear a mask, if you recall.
Oh yeah, you didn't. So here's what's gonna happen. You're concentrating so much you don't notice that there is a on your feet a crowd of those chunks have formed to people start forming into like an anthill mob of or a zombie mob of like people climbing over each other, and you all see they're all familiar people that you've all known. There's a replica of Agent Corellios. There's a replica of Ash. There's a replica of Shield Blossoms, replica of like, let me turn to my conspiracy wall of Enid and Beth and Mrs. Smith and all those people. And yeah, they kind of form around and then they grab you by the ankle, Michael, and you're gonna take a powerful blow for me as kind of like they try to fill you with suits with just their malignant energy. It's the
suit special one.
Yeah, the special one.
Plus conditions, great. That's gonna go well. It always goes well. Why couldn't I get 1/1 now? Plus conditions, right?
Yeah, it's a 9.
That's a 9, yeah.
Yeah. So you pick where did I move tabs? Yeah, you choose one. They're not the worst.
They seep out memory and feelings. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, on a hit they take influence over you. So let me remember that.
Let's see. Can I mark 2 conditions?
Yeah.
Yeah, angry and insecure.
Oh gosh.
I'm never afraid.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We'll get to what you want to do next because I want to keep going through each character. So Serenade, this suit thing has been opened up for you. There's a crowd of people trying to drag Michael into them as well.
I knew that he wouldn't. No, well, I will stop these stupid people by. I think I'll stop them by making myself a target, not by defending him. I'm not that good at defending anyway. I'm too insecure for that. So I just do what I do best. I go for the parts where he ripped stuff away and see if there is a nerve somewhere, because I have the implant gives me special perception to see where the dissonances ran strongest, and then I'll punch that.
Cool.
Just to really make it hurt.
All right, make it hurt. That's a
Yeah.
There's again a big old
Direct. Yes. Oh wow, I've got a 12. Yeah. Okay.
Y'all's dangers. Well, you got 2 here who have a +3 in danger.
Yes. Yeah. Well. Okay. What I want to do is, first of all, I think at that point I still want to resist their blows.
Please do.
And I want to frighten them so that they will go for me instead of for anybody else.
Okay. So here's gonna happen. You chunk through their bits that that Michael stripped away, and with the moment your implant kind of connects to the nerve, they respond. What's the second option you picked again? Is
that I don't take any damage.
Oh no, yeah, you resist avoid blows, and you want to frighten them, right?
I want to frighten them. Yeah, so they see me. They actually see me as a threat and stop attacking Michael. Start attacking me, which sounds like a totally great plan.
Okay, so yeah, here's what happens. Yeah, you touch something sensitive when you punch through them, and they let out again this like horrible whispering, retching screech, and it thrusts its arms out, and like the walls and the world kind of like almost vanish, and suddenly you're in this like where. Remind me again, Serenade. Where did you grow up as a kid?
I grew up in a valley in the Himalaya.
Yeah, so you're in a valley in the Himalaya. It's a nice, lovely day, if not for the giant, horrific suit thing stomping towards you. And good thing is all the people things that are chunked off it are gone. But you're now kind of like you're in a training kind of courtyard, and
I am wearing the helmet that Loki made.
Yes, yeah. Don't worry, you're not like affected. You're all still kind of affected, but this is it trying to pull from what it remembers from when you came into contact a while ago. Actually, no. This isn't your memories. I think, you see in the courtyard. There's this slight figure. And then this tall, like, what did the March of the Obelisks look like again? Big,
tall, muscly, very muscly.
Yeah.
Slightly bearded because he wasn't that old.
Yeah, and yeah. So the four of you, the six of you, are standing in this courtyard, and kind of playing around you is the March of the Obelisks, looking in disbelief at this slip of a thing, Serenade of Thorns, with like. Mention like all the other implants are there on their feet, dead or something. Yeah. So you're all there at the courtyard now. And don't worry, this isn't your memory, but this is someone's memory of this.
Sorry, just to clarify, we're all in this courtyard now.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
All the people attacking Michael have disappeared. You all kind of like flop down this courtyard. Yeah, you can see dead people in the feet of the Serenade. Troubleshooter, that you're in this courtyard. That thing is kind of like looming above the courtyard, and it's kind of like stood still for a moment, as if like just watching dispassionately. This scene, it's conjured up. What do you do?
So I just want to be clear here. So, somebody's rolled something, but we're all being affected by it.
Kind of. Well, the thing is, it's not actually going to affect you in any way. It's just putting you in a different spot. That's kind of the main effect. Like it's not impeding you, and its main effect is that the frightening bit, the trying to target the Serenade, is why it's conjured up this place. Because Serenade chose to like to frighten the opposition, and it's freaked out enough to like, I'll try psychological warfare, and that's what it's trying to do. Go on,
so can I? Yeah. So I'm still like I think I've got the scanner like hooked into my visor sort of thing. I'm basically trying to pinpoint what the best area to attack would be on the entity.
You're all nearly there. You're close. And so is that another assess for y'all? For you. Superior. Oh no,
minus one. So minus 1 plus 2, 8.
You do have guilty marked though.
Yeah, I counted that.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, fab. Ask a question.
Is there any chance of team here? Because
Yeah.
I'm inclined to invoke one of the boxes.
Ooh. What's in the box? What's in the box?
The Helm of Athena, which I'm applying to. It allows me to get an activity, a power from somewhere else, Holmesian deduction. So I'm hoping that that can help us narrow down where this threat is and give me leverage for spending a point of team.
Ooh.
And then I need somebody else to do something similar to get to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only spend team that one person can only spend one team once.
Yeah. So I suppose what I'm testing here is whether anybody else has got a way to get team in the picture or not. If not, the box gets closed.
Yeah, if we're not, oh, go on.
So we would what? How much team have we left anyway?
You have 3,
We have 3. Okay.
but you need to spend 2 to get this assessed to a 10.
Okay, I love the idea of doing that. I think this is I mean, this is the memory of my home thingy, right? My home place. So I think I would tell maybe I can tell that Loki just like look out the sanctuary is over there. So maybe this helps. And I'll spend the team, so it does.
And then the Helm of Athena and Holmesian deduction. It's quite obviously over there. It's elementary, my dear boy.
Jesus Christ. So I guess that almost gets you to a 10. Go ahead, Troubleshooter. What's your 2 questions?
So I think the question I was looking for the answer for there was like what here is most vulnerable, or who here is most vulnerable, but in this case it's more of a what.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think when you detect it for this thing, I think the most vulnerable bits actually this, you can see its back. It's still connected to some sort of wall. In fact, you actually see that, there's like a bright sky behind it. Its back is still kind of like connected lattice like to the wall. If you like just, that's its most vulnerable point. But you have to get
point,
there.
right? The where its back is, at the wall. You mean?
Yes.
Most vulnerable. Okay.
Basically, like, it never turns its back to you. It's always looking at you. As you can see, its back is connected to like the wall, to this dimension.
So
sorry. I also have the move Criminal Minds, so when I assess the situation, I can ask one of the questions on this list.
Mm-hmm.
And the one I would like to ask is, what's the best way in or way past?
Let's see. Well, it's concentrations on Serenade right now. And I think that's your best bets, to keep its concentration away from you and on your other teammates. But you'll notice it's changed up its tactics. It's trying to hit them with their memories now. So that's what you're asking your teammates to, like, tank, so to speak, as you try to make your way towards its back.
Okay.
I have seen attack beams glitter on the shoulder of Orion. So I can see over its shoulder at its back, can't I? So I want to attack those lattice with the beams.
Okay, all right.
I'm thinking overcome an obstacle, reshape your overcome an obstacle.
Yeah, that's unleash, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a 12.
For the Okay, so You're all wearing the suits, so it's fine. Okay, so you hit the.
Fictionally, I can't wear the helmet when I use the I-beams, can I?
Ooh. Okay.
But remember that the glasses are the Magneto glasses, which are +1 versus telepathic threats.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. The Magneto glass. Forgot about them. So you're fine. Yeah. So you hit the lattice, and what happens is it makes the thing convulse, and in its convulsions, the world ripples again, and you're back to the hilly floor of faces. And this thing kind of like, oh, it's starting to do a thing. Its head kind of like there's an indent into where like the middle of its face is gonna be, and it looks like it's trying to split off into two. As kind of in response to like what you're doing. And Michael, you're free now of those people,
Mm-hmm.
but you're
And-
so many conditions.
Yeah, and I see myself inside someone else's memory, right? Like last
Yeah.
time, basically.
Yeah.
So I kind of look around and I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of this shit. And I want to open my mind and shut down all telepathic communications around us and stop its ability to send memories into our brains or whatever and bring us back to where we really are.
Oh no, it's already done that. That's what Jamie's attack.
Okay. We're already back.
You're back now in the floor of faces.
Okay. And you said it's starting to rip itself into two.
Yeah.
But that was still it's gonna keep trying to take over our minds. I wanna try to make sure it can't take over minds anytime soon. Like I wanna still shut down all telepathy around us, basically.
Okay.
Which I think is changing the environment.
Yeah, that's a definite unleash.
So gonna burn first. So that's gonna be interesting. If I get 1-1,
okay. Good luck.
like I can't fail except for 1-1, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like 14.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, take three burn.
Yeah. And I get the 3 burns, so like purple lights everywhere. I don't know if it would look the same, but maybe not the webs, but the light is probably there because it's not our dimension. So it's like, and I'm gonna use overcharge to get a 10+.
Nice.
Using 2 burn, and I just shut down telepathy around us. That thing is now only physical.
Yeah, I think that's what it does. Like, I think when it shuts off, like, there's a weird wave that's coming off from Michael, and like you see like some of the faces they just become less. I don't know. There's still a lot of face there, but you don't recognize any of them. It's like it's just less obvious. It's starting to like blend into. They're starting to become more like a goopy floor now. That weird white blank image is the suits. Actually, no. Here's what happens. You shut off telepathy, and yes, the world around you just turns to like this pale off color white. And the suits thing is kind of like repulsed back, and you can see like you kind of shorten this dimension of its like tricks and whatnot. Now it's just like this goopy, horrible blank image nothingness. That's where the suits came from.
Mm-hmm. Now do your stuff while it's held back.
I'm going to my
So, sorry.
you should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going open for yours. So there is this goopy stuff. It's just physical right now, right?
Yes.
And I can kind of feel or see through my weird senses where the nerves are. So yeah, let's hit it.
What does it look like when you go hit it?
Let's see how I roll, and then I'll tell you what it looks like. Because maybe I stumble over my feet.
Maybe.
Probably not.
It's fine. You're
Nice.
Serenade of effing thorns.
Serenade of effing thorns, and I rolled a 12. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So I want obviously to create an opportunity for my allies, and I want to take something from them. And what I want to take from them is its ability to make any kind of coordinate. No, what I want to take from is its any kind of awareness of its enemies, but me. I want to keep it on myself right now.
Nice. I think yeah.
I didn't take the resist or avoid their blows now because right now I'm going all in, and what that looks like is because you ask is that the Serenade has seen this. They have before sensed those nerve things, and now they will run up one of these walls, like just with basic speed, and just jump, touch, or punch. It's a punch one of these nerve things, and then try to come down in a controlled landing.
Yeah, no, that all happens. Yeah, you caught completely disorientated. You've beaten up. You kind of ripped chunks off it, and it's totally reeling. I will say though that as you kind of land, you see that there's a bit of it that's kind of landed with you, and you feel like just one last desperate spike of its energy, and you're gonna roll that special take a powerful blow move.
I have to. I'm wearing the helmet.
Oh yeah, you're wearing the helmet, so you can take a -1 to this.
Okay, that's cool. I roll with my conditions, right?
Yep.
Cool. So just a basic roll. Come on, I can roll that, right?
Don't you have one?
I've got a 3.
You got a 3. Fab. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you stand strong. That little bit, you just throw it off. Yeah. Like we said, you're in the effing Serenade of Thorns. There you go. Ooh la la. What does this suit can do? And it's reeling. It's kind of its last legs. Troubleshooter, you gained an advancement. If there's ever any time to like just tie this all off. I'm not saying you have to do it, but
so what I want to do is I have that. I'm gonna first of all find the knife, because assuming all of the commotion, I maybe dropped the tuning knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I probably have rocket boots of some kind and I'm going to just jump, do a rocket jump to the back the wall where the tendrils are linking the entity to the wall, and I'm just gonna swing down, with the sword, with the knife, and it basically sort of shoots out, energy to sever the link, or at least some of the link. I don't know how well this is going to work.
If I want to leave up to a roll, we're gonna see how well it works or not. But
like I said, that's a break in case of emergency.
Okay, all right. Roll your directly engage.
So 6 minus 1 is a 7 minus 1 is a 6. So.
Okay, so someone can help.
I have seen the attack beams glitter off the shoulder of Orion already. And we shall.
Yeah. It's a nice time to spend that one team, the last team. There you go. You've got a 7. You're engaging bows. Pick one.
I'm exchanging blows. I will choose. I will. No, actually, I will just. Let me see. I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Okay. Okay.
Create an opportunity might be more practically useful if that's not going to take it out.
Oh no, it
Yeah.
doesn't take it out. I'll tell you right now, mechanically.
Okay, I'll create an opportunity for my allies then.
Oh no, and I'm saying that blow you just did is taking it out. Has taken it out.
Okay.
Your hit did it mechanically. I'll just say right now. So if you want to impress, surprise, or frighten them, or you just want to straight up resist, that's fine.
I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Yeah.
And say, get out of our dimension.
Yeah, and I think you cut through the lattice, and there's enough of shock that this thing just kind of like just convulses and stands still, and then it starts like disintegrating into glass, to like shards of like glass. It's turning into dust, and the world around you, this horrible Blanca-mage sort of pale white, convulses as well, and you can see the tunnel of like memories and images at the top starts to like crumble and crack as well from like the shock of this. And again, you can hear just like hissing sort of screech as the connection between your dimension and this starts to crumble, and you can see like, yeah, the tunnel you came into cracks and just starts disintegrating. And yeah, as it's disintegrating, yeah, the portal above is kind of like disintegrating with it. It looks like a piece of it falls off, like a piece of like the image of the Aegis headquarters from up above. Yeah, and you've got two
Q department to the rescue. There is the second box.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you prefer teleportation and portals or rift generator
Oh Jesus!
as the power that I will seek to unleash? Of course, if I fail.
Did you ask that? Okay, all right. So, let's generate a rift. Sure, why not? I got a feeling like whatever Her Majesty's gave you, it's probably less sophisticated than a whatever the hell Eris is in Troubleshooter cooked up.
Oh yeah, it's a magic wand.
Ah, for fun. Okay. Okay.
We're very old school where I come from. So unleash my powers with +1 freak.
Okay.
Don't let me down now, freak. Oh, that's a 4.
Wow.
Well, I'll mark a condition, which I think currently is probably insecure.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna trap you all here forever.
Yeah, there's a whole new series called Escape from the Rift of Suits.
No, this is gonna just trap you in Prospect Academy. No. Okay.
No, please, I'd rather stay here.
Fate worse than dead. Okay. I'm gonna give the choice up to you. I can give you a soft move or a hard move.
I think you should do whatever's necessary to get the others back.
Okay.
Do a soft move, but do the kind of soft move that David Walker is always doing on you.
Yeah, he calls those soft moves, and They're not. They're not. They're not.
I use my moment of truth.
Oh Jesus! Here we go. So let me just spell out Jamie's failure. So he pulls out this wand, says some fucking magic words.
Expelliarmus.
Oh Jesus! It's not even the right. It's a disarming charm. Okay, maybe that's your problem. You said a disarming charm when it clearly should have been something else. Yeah. So you say it, and it lets out this small spark, and it's a spark cracks into the air around you, and the world around you kind of there's a crack now in front of you, and you can see behind that crack there's like this hellish dimension of fire and brimstone, and you can hear gunfire, artillery fire behind the crack. You get a glimpse of like ships. There's an army of some sort, but the crack starts kind of to widen. Yeah, so that's what happens. So Troubleshooter, what do you do?
Okay, so there's basically a crack to multiple different dimensions opening up, is what you're saying?
Well, no, this is all the one dimension. The fire and brimstone and the gunfire and the armies, that is one dimension.
Okay. Right, so I'm gonna call my communications. Okay. Send in the cavalry now. So I'm using my moment of truth. Yeah, so whether this is when you show them what you really are, thanks, Eris. Whether you're the hero underneath the rebel facade or the one who can make the hard choices heroes can't make. You do whatever it takes to show that truth, whether it's saving the day from a terrible villain or stopping a bad guy once and for all. Of course, once you've shown what you really are, there's no going back to playing the clown. So he puts out this call, and then is basically going to go over to this crackling, portal with the knife, and it's just like basically like reversing it so that that nothing can come through. Okay, help is on the way. Just don't be alarmed and just go with them, okay? And you see the robots that you may have encountered before who belong to the restitution fly in and grab you and fly you out while I hold the rift shut.
You've still got control. So they fly out to.
So I would like to reserve what Troubleshooter's fate is until the epilogue.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, the restitution robots swoop in, grab everyone, including Nocturne and Arya. I'm gonna assume so. And yeah, the three of you and those other two are like deposited at this like dinky shite ruined school garage place. And I think the portal kind of shuts off, and then there's this redhead girl who you kind of remember, Serenade. You met someone like her at a cell once. That goes like, the portal calibration could only be open for that amount of time. I hope all of you are safe. And she turns and she sees, where's Kevin?
Where is Kevin?
He's still in there. Oh no. Can you get us back? I look at her.
She turns around and starts typing very furiously. And then there's a bit where she gets frustrated, and then you see her like take off a finger, and you can see like there's like a USB plug, and just like plugs into the computer system because it's much faster than typing.
Do you need more energy?
It's not about the energy, it's about the place. I'm trying to calibrate back to where you were, but it's gone. It's like it's moved. It's
Wait.
Are you saying you are unable to bring Kevin out of there?
I think they don't say anything. I think they almost kind of like lean forward in a very like not human way and kind of like just stay plugged into the computer screen as if like talking to you would be a waste of time as they try to calculate where Kevin is. And yeah, I think since the thing is, I think Rob has an idea of
Cut a hole opens in the air, and I just cut my way through the a rift, which snaps shut behind me. Whew, didn't think that would work.
You are back. That is very fortunate.
I think Eris is still plugged into the computer, not paying attention to anything, trying to find you.
Is she okay? What's going on?
She is trying to find you. Maybe you can tell her that she can stop.
Okay, so I go over and I place a hand on Eris's shoulder. Eris?
They unplugged her hand and kind of turn and slap you in the face.
Ow! What was that for?
That's for your misplaced idea of melodrama, Kevin. And they plugged their finger back in. Yeah, I think it's time we wrap up. We go to epilogues. If anyone has an idea, I don't have a particular order. I think I have an embellishment or two for each, depending on what you go to. But I'll let you all. Yeah, what's your epilogue?
I can get mine out the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we open in an office overlooking the Thames, and Jamie is typing a report that says Aegis is a positive danger. It relies too much on freelancers. Stop! Exclamation! Exclamation! Exclamation!
Nice. Oh, so you didn't want to do the bit as well, where you send Serenade off into the wider world?
Well, I don't want to impose that on Serenade.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You can totally impose that. I mean, I would like to have a goodbye scene with Jamie. So.
Oh well, then maybe you should. Yeah, maybe we should do that first.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah. So roll back from before the Thames. I think you're probably leaving at this point. Jamie, your sister has not sister, your cousin has just she's saying goodbye, but just because she's annoyed that she had to work technically for you this summer, she's dumped like a bunch of goodie bag of like American goodie bags for you to bring back, like almanacs and I don't know what other let's see, I'm trying to remember what my mom brought from America. She brought me moonshine. I remember that. Moonshine, a lot of like stickers, a lot of candy. I think she makes you bring a lot of candy, and she claims that her dad, your uncle, has really been craving some American candy.
That
like,
terrible American chocolate.
Yeah, it should make you bring a lot of nerds, a lot of lots of it doesn't matter. I'm getting bogged into details, so that's what she makes you bring.
So where are we, Serenade?
Airport or something like that, where when you're going off.
Yeah. What is there something about the way we arrive, or that tells us something about where Serenade is at? I'm curious.
I think no, Serenade is arriving by bus as usual. They're still not really having the money for a taxi or anything, but what I think what we see is that Serenade is actually wearing a pair of jeans, which they didn't used to do, and some sort of T-shirt. So tell me, what does it say on the T-shirt?
I think it says something like normally special.
Okay, very good. Yes, I think they like that.
So I don't think Jamie's expecting her. So he's getting out of a taxi, and the bus pulls up behind, and she gets off, and there's that kind of slight surprise.
And they step up to Jamie and say, "Jamie, I heard from Agent Fumero that you are going back to the country you came from, England."
Duty calls, Serenade. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Oh, well, I thought I would like to say goodbye. I have asked what, Enid said that you should have a goodbye present, so I bought you this cup. And it's a coffee cup that says something like, "I take my coffee shaken, not stirred." She said you would understand why somebody, well, the thing on the words on the test, on the cup, she said you would understand that.
And he laughs uproariously, takes the cup, and I think he'll risk a hug.
Please don't. I do not like to be. But we can shake hands?
Fine. Come and see me in London.
It's a bit far away, but I will eventually. And Jamie, if you ever go to this world where the people were shooting and there was a lot of brimstone, give me a call.
That's
I will come with you.
It's a promise. And scene, I think.
Yes.
Do you want to point out, yeah, this world of brimstone has shown up in the previous game before, because I'm terrible. I thought, sneak in one last reference.
Oh, was that Ludo's?
Yeah, it's Ludo's Hell Dimension. Yeah. So is that an epilogue for you as well, Serenade? Yeah.
I think what we can see is that just the Serenade after getting away from Jamie, getting on the bus, and then taking out of their backpack, I guess, this map, no map, sorry, this folder, and on the in the front there's written Prospect Academy Orientation.
Oh no. Poor Serenade. Poor Serenade. Oh, you thought the suits were bad. Let's wait till we get to student council elections. Michael, do you have an epilogue?
I don't know. I don't really have an idea.
Okay.
Tired for ideas.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you're tired, like came in tired. I think I do want a last shot of Michael. Seems like maybe Michael's, yeah, even though he displayed all this awesome phenomenal power, it is just slipping back into normal life.
Yeah.
And you're back in your room and sitting in your bed, and yeah, the voice says, I gotta ask, Michael, if you're content to not want things.
Why do people keep asking me what do I want?
Well, people are just curious again. So much power in your fingertips, and you're just so carefree. You're so
What? Have you ever been a teenager?
Is that it? Is that really it?
I don't know.
Well, fine. Well, fine. I guess I should try to stop thinking you're some complex puzzle to be solved. You're just
Well, if I am, I haven't solved it either. So, good luck.
I should be saying the same to you, Michael. It's one thing to be a teenager, but it's another to be a teenager like you.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll have just to be a teenager like me.
Woe betide this entire world who have to deal with you. I'll talk to you later, Michael, perhaps when you're more solvable.
Good luck with humans being solvable. You're cute. Bye.
Yeah, you feel their presence retreat. And yeah, you're just sitting in bed. It's another day.
Unless someone comes to take him out of the bed, nah, he's there.
Nah, he's there. He's fine. This is the end. There's not like one last twist. You're done with the suits. It's fine. And Kevin.
So we see Kevin. It's morning. He's actually, I think we see him walking out of Vegas headquarters basically first, with having handed in his resignation officially, and then sort of montage of him getting ready in the morning, packing some things in a backpack, and getting in a car with his mom, who drops him off on her way to work, outside Prospect Academy.
Why is everyone heading to Prospect Academy? Why do they want to go there? I mean, I get why you'd want to go there. You're only there for like one session, and everything seemed hunky dory. Yeah, I think yeah.
By hunky dory, you mean there was only an interdimensional rift in the gym?
Yeah. Well, they fixed that by now.
Did they fix it? If it's a school, they did not fix it. They just layered it with some paint or something.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's their idea of fixing, is like walling off that bit of the gym that has the interdimensional rift and just making a shorter gym. That's what they did. Anyway, yeah. Fucking Prospect. I can't believe we're ending this on fucking Prospect Academy. Oh, my heart shivers for these poor fools. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh god, thank you so much. That was madcap in many different ways. Let's do end of session. Yeah. Before I know some folks probably need to go because you're tired and whatnot.
Yeah, also that like some of us won't play on the next one. So
yeah, well, you never know. Yeah, well, you never know. I'm still continuing this world until at least December. I think December is probably gonna be the proper actual finale to this thing. But let's still do end of session. Unless you really need to go. If you need to go, that's perfectly fine.
no, the session is quick.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's do end of session. Scope order of the character keeper. Jamie. Sulit.
No question. Closer to the team. He would come at the drop of a hat if they called.
They're probably going to call for more frivolous reasons, like I get. Serenade's like, Jamie, there's this person. Look at it. When I look at them, my heart just beats a bit faster. What does that mean? I don't know. I shouldn't speak of Serenade, or it's more like, no, someone's told that to Serenade. Someone said that, like, I look at you and my heart just beats ever so faster. And Serenade's like, what? That makes more sense.
So explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark potential. Well, I'll mark potential. No, I'll clear insecure. There we go. I think it's Troubleshooter. I think that Serenade is still too complex a puzzle for Jamie at this point, but I think he's beginning to get Troubleshooter. The transition from Loki to Troubleshooter felt to him like, yeah, I get that. So give influence to Troubleshooter, I think. Yeah.
Which I don't think he had.
I don't think he currently has.
So I forgot. I actually forgot the suits influence thing. You can delete that. That shit's over. I could have used that to mess with y'all, but happens.
No, it's that's
yep, cool. Serenade.
Okay, so yeah, I grew closer to the team, of course. And I think at that point I will say it's probably Michael, because we talked and he was there, and we really coordinated well in the fight. So yeah, here you go.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I closed the thing, and I don't think I have influence over you.
No,
so I'm just supposed to add it.
Yeah, I'll add it for you.
Sure.
Can't shift my labels, I think, if you want to.
No,
only
yeah, only if they already had influence, but they didn't. But now they do. Okay. Troubleshooter.
So I think he grew into his own image of himself. So he basically chose a new name for himself, and accepted that his style is less to like plan things out in great detail and have like schemes, and more to like figure out what the problem is and then just go directly to the source and take it out. So his danger goes up by 1, and in using the restitution robots, I think he was showing that he's also willing to use means that may be questionable to achieve his goals. So he's gonna put his danger. He's gonna put his savior down by 1.
Oh, come on. What's so questionable about Eris now? She seems all right. Besides slapping you. But
yeah. No, I think it's like because the people will see like, why is he? He's working with restitution. They were bad guys. I saw in the chat, by the way.
That's fair. Fair. Yeah, and last but not the least, Michael. What about you?
Yeah, totally grateful to the team, Serenade, for coming to. That's probably the closest thing yet to a friend come and talk to him in probably forever. So, and I think she has influence over me, so she can play with my things and just add 1 to the what it's called.
Yeah.
To the XP.
Where are you?
Potential.
Yeah, I'll add that.
Yeah. Because that's so low all the time.
Yeah, you roll terribly well.
Yeah, I rolled. God, and the wrong times. Yeah.
I think I will shift your save, you're up. And you're freaked out. You don't appear very freakish to me. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, I know. More of a danger.
All right.
No, I like danger.
Oh yeah, you.
I know.
Just full of danger. What's up, danger? Anyway, I'm gonna stop this broadcast. Y'all been great. Thanks very much for this ridiculous roller coaster of a quarterly. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm gonna stop this broadcast.
Woohoo.